You're the kuya anyways. Don't worry about it. You're the kuya. They're gonna appease you. You're the
Well,
kuya.
maybe after a few more years, she's gonna yeah, she's gonna know me well that I'm like that.
There's gonna be a party where it's only OCP attending or they're not attending. Cause you went too far.
Step the line.
Yes, you'd know.
A line.
Started wearing my
Not
husband hat,
bummed.
hubby hat.
Hey, how's that going for you?
It's not too bad.
Because it's not even a year yet, right?
It's been fun. Like
Whoa, past tense already.
it's been fun. Or it's
No,
still
that's
fun.
present tense. It's been
It's
fun.
still present.
Being.
Oh yeah, been. Oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
It's been fun.
It's fun.
Or it's still fun. It's
Okay.
fun.
It's
I
still.
still
Had
haven't
to call him out though before he
Yeah.
realized.
Do you
Come
want
on
us
now.
to? That's when you have to wear your husband wife. No, sorry. your hat. Your husband hat.
So, what are we gonna name this shit? It's Tuesday. And you know what that means? That means another episode from your boys.
The boys are
got
back.
OCP coming from his honeymoon.
Aloha.
A big mahalo.
From hailing from Oahu.
We got Edmond here.
And you got me, 2X.
And besides it being a new episode, that means we are 9 days removed from this big guy's birthday. A big Tanjobi Omedeto. A big Chenghil Sukahamnida. A big happy birthday to this guy right here.
Those are a lot of foreign
Yeah.
words.
A big Davaidas Vidanya. Nah, that's not happy
Big
birthday.
35.
That's not happy birthday anymore.
What's that?
Davaidas Vidanya.
Yeah.
I think it's
Is that like a Pakistani
no,
word or
that's
something?
Russian. I think that's pretty
Oh,
much
okay.
the same as au revoir.
Oh, goodbye.
See you again.
See you
Goodbye. See you
again.
again. I think.
Okay, see you.
Anyways, yeah, big
Again?
35 for 2x.
Yes. I can feel it.
Where?
I felt it right away. I woke up
Mm.
with a big headache even though I didn't drink last night.
I thought you can feel it in your bones, in your joints.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Like I always have those inflammation all around anyway, so it's not something new. But
you've-
I'm trying to improve myself this year. Trying to cut down on alcohol, maybe work out a little bit more.
keyword.
Try.
Try.
No, I will.
Okay.
I will. So I think in the next episodes you'll see my face shrinking a little bit, I hope.
Yeah. Shriveling up.
My neck fat's going to be dissolving cuz I can see it like when
Yeah.
I'm reviewing like my face is so round, which is not the usual.
I will believe you in the merits that I am your friend, but whether I will believe you in merits of you'll be able to not
Trust me,
drink.
I'll get my Riz back. Oh, Riz. those
Hello,
those
fellow
words.
kids.
Hello, kids.
He's learning.
My Riz.
Yeah.
I'll get my Riz back. Is there a better way to phrase that?
What's Riz though?
Charisma,
Oh, okay.
right? Charisma, short for charisma. Riz, with the double Z. Riz. So, anyways, yeah. Thank you for the
Yeah.
beautiful foreign words of greeting me
are you
for
sure?
a happy birthday. I don't
Are
know
you
if
sure though?
I don't know if you really greeted me a happy birthday or you just cursed me.
We will know. Anyways, yeah. Big shouts to this big guy. Happy birthday. And it would be a birthday present if you like, share, and subscribe. We had a bit of a blow up.
Me?
Relatively. No, the... Like,
Oh yeah,
as of-
yeah. Like what? How
Relatively.
much do we have right now? 79?
So, as of shooting, we're at 79 right
Yeah.
now. Almost double.
79 subscribers.
But yeah.
Almost.
We'll keep on trying to
Yeah.
like pump out discussions that you
Yeah, imagine if we like for example, like how many classmates do we have from high school? Imagine if all of those people subscribe. That's going to be fast.
It would be
right?
nice if they did, but I'm
Yeah.
not really counting on it. I wanna give them something that will make them stick.
Subscribe.
Like sure they'll subscribe, they'll check us out because they know us, but
Yeah.
I want them to like stay because they have something to stay for. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So
I'll keep doing what I'm doing.
yeah.
Message you directly and extorting you. I'll find some dirt to use on you.
Well, because we have a rival in YouTube.
Who's our rival?
Who?
The Twice K-pop band.
No, I'm piggybacking on it.
I know, but that's the thing. Every
not
time I
rival.
search our channel on YouTube,
I'm,
they
I'm
always come up
No,
first.
aren't we the first one if you type in Twice the D
The-
podcast?
if you do the complete
twice the
one.
D. Yeah.
If you add the
but
podcast.
if you put in twice,
Yeah, if you put in twice,
Yeah.
of course.
But of course,
that's
the
on them, not on us.
I think you need to add the podcast to it. It makes a big
Yeah.
difference. So Twice the D podcast, right? Don't just keep on writing twice.
I do
or-
twice the D.
Oh, is it
But
good enough?
it might be in my algo already. That's why it's
Oh, it's popping up.
our channel's
your
popping
first.
up. But I'm pretty sure if they put in twice the D instead of the
Just twice.
Yeah, if you
Twice Korean.
if you put the whole thing, we come up. First.
Yeah.
But if you just put Twice podcast, they still like
Is
they
it?
still come up. Yeah.
Yeah.
The K-pop, because they have like a podcast episode, I think.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
It's gonna be a guesting or some podcast probably talking about twice. So I'm kind of piggybacking on it. That's why I was leaning towards it before when we named it.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
so
Plus, there are snippet all the time too in our
Yeah.
shorts.
Yep.
Now we have so much shorts now, which is good. Shout out to this guy. Props to this guy. He's doing that.
Hard work.
Yeah.
I've been like I'm trying to edit, and then I'm gonna fall asleep for like 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay, and then do
I
it
was
again.
just doing this. I was holding the keyboard like this, and I'm gonna fall asleep, and then I'll accidentally press the space bar, and then I'll wake up to the sound of the clip playing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Once you like lay your head back on the chair, get comfy.
Get tired.
Right? Did you play computer like that before, where you're slouched like that, you're squatched over?
No, very rare. Cause I usually like play like that.
Even during your competitive days,
Yeah.
you didn't do the weird.
Oh, I do that.
Okay.
Cause like if I'm farming, but if it's gonna be clash time,
You're gonna be sitting
I'm
up
gonna
straight?
lean back and I don't know.
Ah.
Maybe I'm more focused that way. I can see the whole monitor
Yeah.
if I'm lean back, right?
You OCP, did you do that weird otaku?
Those are just scary players.
Never,
Yeah,
but I
usually.
Just gonna
sometimes
see the-
slouch. I've never played on my couch because I've never owned like a laptop.
Oh,
Probably
me.
laptop. You did?
No,
You
I
played
used to
on a
play.
couch?
I used to play when we got here in Canada. I bought a big TV, right, a 55-inch.
That's
and
why
then
you
I
played
connect-
Dota?
Yeah, that's where I play Dota.
What the heck?
And then I play on a couch or I just play far from the TV because it's big. It's gonna hurt my eyes.
Because apparently, it's unwise to use, especially if you're competitively gaming,
Yeah.
it's unwise to use the TV as your monitor because there's
Yeah.
gonna be input delay.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. But the thing is, that's how I watch all my content too.
Yeah.
Like I watch my movies there, YouTube.
Mm,
So that way I don't need to plug it back in.
mm,
But I don't know. First, maybe I'm just maximizing my TV because
okay.
I bought it with my own money,
Yeah.
and even with my
'Cause-
projector, right?
Yeah.
I think I played with my projector too.
I keep telling my wife if I can move my desktop to the living room.
Mm, would she rather have you playing in the living room or your bedroom?
Well, no, because that's the thing, right? So if I wanna play video games,
Yeah.
at least she's beside me doing her own shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well she's watching her show, and then you're playing or
Yeah.
doing your.
And it's
your
all
work.
in her preference.
And she doesn't mind because I do that. Too,
What
like
you
with
want
the
won't matter.
Nin-
No, but
Nintendo Switch.
your setup is so big.
Like that's the
Like,
thing,
you have-
right?
You have 3 monitors. You
you have a workspace.
a big table.
That's not a desktop. That's a
Well,
workspace.
The new project I'm gunning for is I want to build a mini build, the size of
Home
like
lab?
this, so I can just carry it around
Okay.
instead of like, if so at least it's not a laptop.
Never got enticed with laptops. I just know there's a shelf life with how I use it. It's gonna be a
Oh.
short shelf life. That's why I never bothered.
That's the
With
thing.
laptops.
That's the thing with laptops as well. Depends on your usage.
Yeah.
Like
If like you're on the go, sure, why not?
yeah, I'm
right?
still debating on what laptop I'm gonna be buying. I don't know why I'm leaning towards a gaming laptop. I'm not gonna be gaming though,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna be doing some editing there.
Because you just
So I
know
think
it's
it's gonna
gonna
be
be
good too.
beefy.
Yeah.
Especially with the GPU. But I think it's time for you to go Mac if you're concerned about power.
Ah.
Especially with how the M1 Mac chips are
Yeah.
going. Instead of buying it from Apple, apparently it's gonna get cheaper if you buy it from, say, Walmart.
The M1s.
Yep.
Yeah, but there's M3 now. Isn't it better to just go with M3 or at least M2?
If we're gonna be talking about the price
Yeah.
and how you use it, first world problems.
Yeah.
It's good problems though.
Yep. The good problems to have. Like let me have some of those problems. Type of shit. Yeah.
And
Okay.
I always advise with if you want a mix, like you want a game a little bit from time to time, get a Windows machine.
This
But if
guy can game. He just says that.
Well, if you buy game and if you just want to fiddle with other open source stuff, right? Get a Windows machine.
Yeah.
Get a laptop.
This
a
guy
Windows laptop.
gonna do diddling with open source stuff. This
AI.
guy.
I do AI.
That's not open source.
That's not open source. What's open
Well,
source?
I guess
Open source is where you can add into the development of the code of the software
Oh,
of
no, no.
something. This guy doesn't
AI.
need that.
I do
That's
AI.
why I'm kinda. If I was him, I'd be with how you're gonna use it. Of course, there's gonna be an adjustment to the software and stuff like that. But best bang for your buck is gonna be Mac,
if you
especially
want-
if you're skimping out a bit. Like M1 Max can outperform good Windows laptops.
Yeah, it's annoying because like
that are
all
out
the
right
websites that I check, like what's the best laptop for 2024, their number one is always MacBook Air, the M3 chip.
you know why?
Like all of them.
Because
They're getting paid.
no.
They're
yes.
getting paid by Mac.
That too.
Well,
Sponsored.
the thing is, like with the count, my counter for you is like if you want a media workstation, Mac like Apple's the way to go, mainly because you can also use it for like day-to-day use, like
Yes.
for your
Yep.
business, regular document work.
Or maybe I'll look cooler.
browsing.
I'll look cooler if I have a Mac.
You look
Not
younger.
really. Well,
I'll look
mainly
younger.
You look younger.
With our
It'll add more riz to my
Well, 'cause
swag.
with our past episodes, right, with what we've talked about, like with Max, it's easy to it's kind of easy to use for some weird, odd reason.
Anything that you're used to, that's gonna be easy to use.
It's because
If you have like a caveman getting out of a cave, uses a Windows or a Mac OS, that's gonna be the better. Gonna be the more credible judge on which one is easier to use.
plus
It's gonna be hard for him because he's used to
Windows. Like we have that stacked MacBook Pro at work.
Use that
Like
instead.
no one's using it.
Use that instead. Don't buy another one.
Like that's a very I think
Unless
that's like
it's Intel.
a $5,000 laptop.
Unless it's an Intel chip. If it's a silicon chip,
yeah.
meaning the chips that are made by Apple, stick with that. No need to buy anything.
Oh really?
But if it's an Intel, yeah, probably go buy one
Oh.
soon.
No, it's probably an Apple because it's so expensive. Because they use that for editing before.
Just check if it's silicon.
Oh, okay.
Because at least if it's silicon, it's really like optimized.
Mm.
It performs
into
way
it.
better than.
But
And
they
they stopped using Intel chips too.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, it's welcome to the Twice the Tech podcast where tech normies talk about tech. No, not really. Anyways, is that gonna be your birthday gift for yourself?
Laptop?
Yeah.
No.
Best time to buy it then. You've been
Like what's the
talking
best?
about it
Yeah, what's the best time? Right now?
when you have the money.
Oh.
That's when.
I'm
When
waiting-
you want it, you get it.
I'm
You
waiting for
deserve it.
Like I don't really need it. I think
Yeah,
I just want it because
but in your head you'll justify it though.
yeah, for
I
sure.
need it this time, right
Yeah.
now.
It's always back to school or back
Oh,
or
yes.
That's
Yep.
right.
Friday.
or Cyber Monday.
But
Yeah.
back to school is so far from like that's the
I think it's August.
that's June, right? Back to
June, I
school.
think June or
No,
May.
Yeah.
No, June.
It's
Yeah.
it's between.
Like they're
it's
not
between
even on
July and
vacation
August.
yet, the kids.
Yeah. Well, anyways, your birthday
Yeah.
party. There, I've been to a bunch of your birthdays, and there's always been a bunch of different groups of guests.
Yeah.
But
I was
this time
trying-
was pretty different.
I was trying to stray away from that. Like that
Okay.
idea of inviting different groups.
Yeah.
But for some reason it didn't happen this time.
Okay.
And there's a lot of people that wasn't able to invite too. I feel bad. But it is what it is. Like I wasn't even planning to celebrate. The only reason why is because they changed the work hours from usually it's 1 o'clock to 9:30, right? On Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
So we changed it to 9 to 5:30. So that way I can actually celebrate on my birthday. So I wasn't really planning to maybe just a small party,
Mm-hmm.
but it ended up that way. So I just went back to how I usually operate with my birthdays,
Yeah.
like different groups.
Because before, you'd know that in your birthday parties, it's gonna be social circles at least.
Yeah.
But this time was pretty different. It's like each group you're a different guy. That's what it felt like. Which is pretty new for me seeing.
Well, I think maybe because each group, it's a different age group too.
That too. That's
Right?
why it's more evident.
And then there's some groups that's there that they're I don't want to say professional, but they're a little bit on a different spectrum of
Your relationships.
relationships. So
It's mostly for
for like work or other
professional networking.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
there's some that's from Heidi's side, right? From
Okay.
her family side.
Were you code switching? You know code switching?
code?
Yeah, code switching.
Like changing my personality when I'm
Not
talking
really
to
personality, but just your vernacular with how you talk, the words you use.
Probably because I think you have to
Yeah.
do it, right? If you're
Yeah.
talking to, especially if I'm gonna be switching from my friends to like my in-laws or like
Yeah.
my how do you call your like the relatives in-laws?
In-laws.
Still in-laws,
Still
right?
in-laws.
Okay.
Extended in-laws.
Extended in-laws, that's a better
Yes.
term. So that way, because you have to keep this composure that you're not farting too much, that you have to say the
What
right
did you say?
words.
Not farting too much?
No, like partying.
Oh, partying.
Like
okay.
not
Is
partying
that what
too
you
much.
heard too?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyways.
No,
So
I'm-
many voices in my head.
Fart ears.
But you don't really need that. Yeah, because you can hear us fine. We're in a closed area.
It's finer if he has it.
Okay.
Anyways.
But yeah,
if he
like
had
this-
it on, he could have heard what I heard.
Oh, okay,
or
true.
maybe.
I was thinking too.
Anyways.
Should we wear some headphones once in a while?
I'd
that
like
we
that
can-
too, but aesthetically, I'm
not
not,
a fan?
into it. Yeah.
Because I don't
Not a
know
fan.
how. Because we can hear our own voice, right?
Yes.
Or it's just other people.
both.
Oh, okay.
Either.
Just
Whatever.
amplified.
Whatever gets captured by the mic.
Okay.
So it's like what OCP is doing. We're gonna hear it on our end too.
Which you don't have to, because it might, you know,
It might mess up.
might mess you guys up. So like, what's
It
that?
might help.
yeah.
We don't know yet,
Okay.
and we'll
Like
never
one of
know.
these days, we'll
Maybe
see.
we'll see.
Try.
I just don't like it aesthetically.
Yeah.
Makes it look more structured. It makes it
Oh,
look
okay.
more rigid.
Okay. Not chilled.
Yes.
Plus your
Not
heads are gonna
homey.
get tired.
Or what?
Your heads. Because it keeps pinching your head.
Oh,
Unless
okay.
it's super comfy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what you should be aiming for. Something comfy.
Comfy.
But anyway, so code switching, I think I do.
Yeah.
If it's gonna be, cause when that happened, like my celebration, I'm pretty sure I code switch, especially if I'm talking to other people, and then when I go back to the other group, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be changing, like personality or how I talk or
Yeah.
whatever I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I guess it kind of involves changing your personality a bit. Not necessarily, but at least how you present yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Cause
about you? Do you do it? Like if you or if you have a party, do you just stick to one? Do you just invite one group on
yeah,
your celebration?
I do multiple parties,
Oh, okay.
or I'll make a party and then eat out with some other groups
Okay.
or something. Cause I don't want to be like entertaining different sets of
Yeah.
friends.
It's hard, but it's nice too that you got it over with.
Yeah. Like for me, I don't want anybody to they might be more personable than I am. Not personable. They might make they might exert more effort than me in parties or social
Yeah.
functions where they're gonna
Like go
go out
from
of their
one, yeah.
way. But for me, I don't want anybody else to like experience what I kind of feel, which I know is on me because I
Yeah.
don't want to go out of my way, right? But if the case is they're not comfortable with going out of their way, I'm not gonna put them in that position. That's how I do my stuff.
Because that's the next day I message a lot of people
Yeah,
because I told them, "Oh, sorry, because I it feels like I wasn't able to accommodate you guys.
yeah,
Thank you for being there, but I kind of feel bad that I didn't spend and more time with you guys."
yeah.
And that's how I felt too with our group.
Your brother was proxying for you.
Yeah.
Actually was.
Yeah,
Like yeah, there was this game, Find Jan.
yeah.
Everybody keeps asking me, "Where's your brother?" Hold
Somewhere.
on, give me a sec.
Yeah, and no one can find me. I'm somewhere.
If I was you, I'd say I'm a guest here too. I'm not the receptionist or whatever.
And then that's what I'm doing too.
Yeah,
Because I got this other friends there, and then you know Homer, right?
yeah,
Because I tried to find something that they can relate to, so I introduced Homer to them because
yeah.
they do like fire gun ranges.
Mm-hmm.
So I told them that Homer works in Cabela's and he has a gun too. So I
Ah,
introduced him to them, and then I just left them after that.
yeah.
After I introduced Homer, I went somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't really know what happened after that.
Drinking, for sure.
Yeah. No, no, I didn't drink much.
No, like them.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you still like um partying, not partying, but on those kind of occasions, having a big group of guests, or or are you changing now? You prefer to have like a smaller group?
I wasn't really planning to, like I said earlier, I wasn't really planning to celebrate it that much. If I'm gonna be like right now, I prefer it having your way, like
Yeah.
having
Like
this
one
group,
group.
one group, and then let's have a more intimate
Yeah.
party. And but this time around, because we have the farm back, we
Yeah.
have that place back, so I got this huge place to host a party. That's why I ended up. I didn't even trust me. I didn't even invite a lot of people.
What happened though? You were saying you didn't plan it, but how come it came to that?
I invited them the same day in the morning
Okay.
because it happened that
And a lot of people said yes.
yeah, it's because it's a first of all it's a Monday. I was expecting a lot of people to say
Yeah.
yes. I kind of feel bad.
You played with fire.
Yeah, playing with fire,
But it backfired. I do that too, where like
and
I would
also
invite people
and
the same
because
day.
I have my father-in-law help me with a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
and then he invited um like my Heidi's uncle.
Yeah.
So now okay, if his uncle was invited, I need to invite the others. So I invited the brother. I invited,
Mm.
I get to the point that I need to invite them because I don't want them to feel like, how come you guys didn't
You were
invite
singling
me?
out
Yeah, I'm
somebody.
singling out one family member.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't able to invite a lot of people, which I feel bad.
People pleaser right here.
Yeah.
People pleaser. Well, it's if you're gonna be pleasing people, you'd rather it be family anyways.
Yeah,
Right? So
that's right. And then, like I said, what ended up happening is me the next day apologizing to some people because it feels like I didn't even give them my time because
Mhm.
they
Yeah.
went out of their way to go to my birthday party, but I wasn't able to reciprocate that, right? I know I fed them, I gave them alcohol, but it feels like that's not enough.
Actually, it was a smaller crowd than usual.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it,
Which
it is.
that's why I found it like he's growing up. He's maturing.
Yeah,
But
if
the
you
vibe though, smaller crowd, but the vibe still the same.
Still the same.
is
Still
it the
the
same?
same.
It feels
Yeah.
different.
I don't know.
It feels different for me
Just the
it's,
splinters.
because
Just
there's
how
a
many splinters there
You
are.
know
That's what
why?
it felt
What I've
like.
noticed, because you had more business-oriented guests than
Yes.
the usual. With your
Which is pretty new.
with your past birthdays, you actually had people who I guess would
It's
party
Pierce.
goers are actually there to party or
It's
celebrate
Pierce,
your
yeah.
birthday. I don't want to say to celebrate your birthday, but like
Why? Why don't you wanna? It's his birthday.
no, like that's why I'm changing
That's
it.
the only reason they should be there.
That's why I'm changing it. So like that's why now I'm changing it to either party goers, drinkers, or
yeah,
people who-
karaokers.
So you're saying
people
those?
who want to actually make you happy on your birthday.
So you're saying those people are gonna be just drinking regardless of if it's Jan's birthday or
Because that's
not.
the thing. There's like less drinkers during that party, so
Mm.
he's actually in more focus that day. I was like, man, he's
Nah.
because this is what
like
I
no,
was.
like actually no one was hounding me to take a shot with them.
Mm.
This
like,
is
no
what
one
I
was-
was noticing that day. Like we arrived at like what 7:30.
Which is not late. Trust
Yeah,
me,
it's
you're
not
not late.
Yeah.
Usually, like by 9 or 9:30, you were here it is. You were less aggressive that day because you haven't drank that much yet.
Yeah.
Code switch.
Which was like I was like, oh, this is a slower birthday for him.
He was wearing his business hat. That's why.
No, I wasn't even. I don't know. For some reason, I don't feel like drinking that day.
Which
Because
I didn't mind.
He
I
was
just
wearing
noticed
his
that, like,
business hat. That's why.
But it was
Subconsciously, you
When-
know.
when our brother because what time did he came in? Our older brother. That's when the actual party for me started.
Shit went down.
Because like there's only like 5 of us left.
Mm,
Like
yeah.
we were doing karaoke and I brought out the lights, our disco lights. Because I'm more focused that time because there's no one else that I need to entertain.
Yeah. Mhm.
It is different. It does feel like a different party, which
Yeah.
which I don't mind. I like it because I didn't have any hangover. I was so functional the next day.
Mhm. You're
I remembered everything.
You've grown past like drinking till you drop. Do you feel like that?
The past few birthdays, no, because I know I have to clean up. I have to, but
No, that's what I meant. That you've grown past drinking yourself out.
yeah, true. Because that's I think the last time that happened to me on my birthday, I think 5 years ago. That's how
Yeah.
long ago that I'm just
Just
drunk.
30.
Yeah, 30 years old.
30.
I can remember I felt bad the most is when because like this guy and the wifey and my mom are going home and
Yeah.
I was how I am when I'm trying people to stay in the party. I hope I didn't I hope I didn't make your wife feel awkward about this.
You didn't say anything to her. You said more to our mom.
No, well, because I use her like a chopping board, right? You probably didn't. Maybe she didn't tell you anything.
Maybe I missed that, but she didn't tell me anything.
Oh, okay.
But
Well-
you were hounding mom more. Than
No, because how I did it? You know how I said it? Because like my mom said that like his wife has work the next day,
yeah.
and then I said to my mom, because my mom doesn't have work the next day. I was telling my mom, well, you know what? Like she's even telling me that she doesn't want to go home yet. She wants to stay, but you insisted to go home, and then I forgot to tell her I'm just joking.
no,
So I hope I didn't put her in an awkward position, because I realized that shoot, that's her mom-in-law.
You always blur the line anyways when you joke
I know.
around.
Well,
with
not
that.
everyone knows
that.
that. You know. if I do that.
To
That's
make
the thing. I know, but I still believe your intentions.
Yeah.
to make you feel better, my wife was just laughing at you the whole time when you
Oh,
were
okay.
trying to force my mom to stay.
Was she laughing at him, or was she laughing at what he's saying or what he's trying to
No,
do?
she
No,
was
but
she was
I-
laughing at him
I don't know. I sense.
and my mom because she kept forcing my mom
Yeah.
to
To stay.
stay because someone else can drop her off.
Yeah. But I'm.
Your mom,
but I'm doing-
your guy's mom,
but
or
I'm
your
doing it-
mom-in-law.
Yeah, but
Our
I'm
mom,
doing it
like
on the
our
expense of
mom.
your wife, though.
Yeah.
Like that's why I felt bad because I didn't end it in a joking. I didn't say just kidding, because I sensed something. I felt that I might have put her in a tight spot because I
Yeah.
saw her like when you guys are saying goodbye to me. I don't know. I just felt something. I have this gut feel that, oh shoot, I think I said something.
I can't stop smiling earlier because we just talked about it one episode when you weren't here, where you were egging your boys to stay.
Oh,
And then that happened when we were about to leave. Your wife's gonna get mad already.
Yeah,
Anyways.
yeah,
Why
might
not
as well.
stay? Like verbatim. I can overlay it. And then that's what happened. I saw it right.
if you
in
yeah, you
front of
should
my
have took
eyes.
if you took a video
I was laughing already.
and then show it.
Fuck, this was just part of the other episode.
But no, she wasn't.
I
didn't
hope,
feel
yeah,
that.
I hope I didn't
can al-
offend her.
You can always call her and just tell her, hey, I'm
You're
sorry
the
about
kuya
that."
anyways. Don't worry about it. You're the kuya. They're gonna appease you. You're the kuya.
Well, maybe after a few more years, she's gonna yeah, she's gonna know me well that I'm like that.
There's gonna be a party where it's only OCP attending or they're not attending. Because you went too far.
Step the line.
Yes, you'd know.
A line like
You would know.
I can let her watch this clip and she can decide.
Yeah.
oh yeah. I should have like I was telling you earlier, right?
Yeah.
I should improve my storytelling. Cause sometimes like it's just when I say something like my statement, I find that my brain's just working too fast, that the words coming out of my mouth is just all over the place.
It's a skill. I'm not gonna say I'm a good storyteller, but it's something that I've tried to practice.
Oh, okay. Like
Where
in
there's a
front of mirror?
beginning, there's the middle where it's the climb up to the
Yeah.
climax, and then there's a climax.
And
We got a buddy like this. I'm gonna ask him. He's gonna recommend the show. I'm gonna ask him what the plot is. What he's gonna end up doing is he's gonna tell me episode 1. What happens in episode 1, not the plot.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, happy birthday to you too. That's Raymart.
That's
That's him.
Because
If you
that's
watch-
the easiest way to tell a story is start from episode 1. That's gonna be
I
your
don't
intro.
need the story. I needed the plot.
The
But did you
summary.
ask them to give you the plot?
Yes.
Okay.
So what's the gist of this show?
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna ask. Like say Breaking Bad. What's the plot of Breaking Bad? A straight-laced guy,
Yeah. A
Who
chemistry
learns-
teacher.
a chemistry teacher, pretty much
Need-
a
need some
straight-laced
money.
guy
Yeah.
who needed some money and he was going through a midlife crisis. He wanted to like do something drastic that's different from his life. Gonna do
Without giving away anything.
yes, and then they're gonna lay out episode 1,
But
which
yeah.
is it's a whole
I
different
need,
thing
yeah, I
than
need to work on
storytelling.
that. I need
but-
to work on that skill.
Yeah, you need the hook, you need the climax, and then you need the payoff.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I do it that way. I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, your
I'm a good
thoughts are
storyteller,
assembled properly.
but I
when
try.
I-
but
when
'cause I
I'm-
try.
Okay, when I'm reviewing our stuff and when I'm rewatching or re-listening to our episodes, yeah, like me, I'm all over the place, and then you construct it very well.
You are somebody that I'd call a frog.
I'm
Yeah, you keep on leaping from lily pad from one lily pad to another.
yeah, and that's how I operate in life too.
Yep,
That's
that
what my
too.
like that's what my wife hates about me.
I remember when we were cleaning down here in your garage. You were cleaning this. You were cleaning this part. I was helping you with this. And then you see some mess up out there on this side Oh wait, this one we need to move to. It's gonna be a whole another hour just trying to fix up this mess. But this wasn't the primary goal, cause you leapt from one lily pad to another already. So,
You can call me Frog 2X.
yeah, Frogger,
Frogger.
Ribbit, Ribbit.
This conversation
And
is reminding me of my wife.
and you know
Whoa.
and you know who hates
Whoa.
frogs? And you guys know who hates frogs
Cut.
here?
This is gonna get cut. It's gonna get cut. You know, if I'm gonna get into like fear factor or something, I'm gonna say I'm afraid of chickens. Just if ever they're gonna feed me something
Yeah.
that I'm scared of, they're gonna
gonna
feed me chickens.
They're
I'm
gonna
not
feed
gonna
you balut.
say. Yeah, or I'm gonna say that.
Well,
I'm not gonna say what I'm really.
If we're gonna get to like a Fear Factor episode, do you think they're gonna ask you
yeah,
as a contestant
might,
what's your
they might. They might. What I'm really scared of.
yeah.
What if I tell them I'm scared of being alone?
they're, gonna,
I tell
they're gonna put you in a box.
Yeah. I'm scared of being alone with my phone. So they put me in a box with my phone. So I'm good.
Or with your laptop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best thing. Actually, I'm scared of being alone. I think.
Who isn't though? Even the person who's comfortable with being alone, that's still gonna be like deep in his thoughts. Because you're alone for the meantime, that's a
Yeah.
whole different thing than being alone. Being alone.
Cause
what
there's
I
this
mean.
episode of Mr. Beast that they're gonna put you in it's like
Stranded
an all
Island?
white. No, it's like a mental asylum.
Oh.
It's that all white container
Mhm.
for I don't know.
Like the
Is it a
walls are
week?
soft and stuff.
Yeah, something like that. No, I think it's Mr. Beast that did that. I'm not sure, but yeah, like just me imagining that, I don't think I can last long, cause I get if there's nothing to do, I'll go crazy.
You're
I'm-
gonna go overdrive on thinking?
Yeah, or maybe because I need to keep myself busy with something,
Mm.
or maybe because there's no because on that contest or on that challenge there's a reward, right? There's a
Usually.
prize.
Usually.
So maybe if there's a prize at the end, I can last long, but I
Mm.
don't know.
So you don't like being stranded.
Well, being stranded, for example, being stranded on an island, I think I'm gonna be able to survive. I can manage because I'm gonna be busy. But if I
okay.
don't have, if I'm stranded in a box with nothing to do,
Trapped.
trapped
There
in
you
a
go.
box,
That's a
I'm
better one. You
gonna,
don't like
Yeah.
being trapped.
yeah, I'm gonna either die of boredom or die of going crazy, or maybe I'll kill myself.
So I thought you were talking
Mm.
about you. That's a fear. You being alone in life.
Yeah, so scratch that. So not being alone. Maybe I'm. Well, I don't want to be alone in life too.
That's a whole different thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's different thing if I know that there's a possibility of me getting out of this island and I have to survive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like that that thing when you ask me if I'm gonna be a gatherer or a hunter.
Yeah.
I don't like doing a non objective thing in my life. I want to have an objective because like being a gatherer, you're just gonna be doing the same thing over and over again. Well, there is a prize. You're gonna be able to feed everyone, but I want to have that. Like there's an end. There's a finish
Mhm.
line, right? Because if you're a gatherer, you're just gonna either you're gonna get all these foods or this.
Yeah, what if you're gonna set your own finish line though?
But if I'm in a box, if I'm in a box,
yeah, I'm thinking
what?
about-
How can I? Right? There's no. If I'm stuck in a coffin,
Are you
That's
s-
a that's
yeah, that's a
another
different story, right?
yeah,
So I'm just gonna die there. But
coffin.
are you slowly developing claustrophobia?
Yeah,
I think I
right.
do have claustrophobia.
Do you
Think
think
so?
Yeah,
so?
I think I do.
I
I don't know on how on
Is
what
there an
extent.
instance that you felt like that?
Yeah, I think I got. I was in a. I don't know why I'm in a box, but
Wow,
I can't remember why. But it's it's like a box. I don't know, but yeah, I
How
was.
did you end up in a box? That's a whole
That's
different
that's a
story.
whole other episode.
Okay. Well, yeah. So it's fascinating because I don't know that side of you. I don't know that side of you as the business person. I only know that side of you like my peer. I know your tendencies, but it's still fun like seeing it like right in front of my eyes.
Mm.
Where I know you're gonna be excelling. I know like like if I'm gonna put odds on it, I know I'll be betting good. I know the winning bet, but still it's fun. It was pretty fascinating to watch. Like seeing you up use your different hats.
Yeah.
How about you? What hats have you worn lately?
My hats, well, got this new hat, the dad hat. Just pretty. I've been like saying it's fascinating and overwhelming at the same time, but it's not
And challenging for sure.
challenging. But it's not as close as the challenges that my wife's having.
Yeah.
It's still different from her because they got this bond too. I've been wishing, like way before we knew the gender of my kid. I've been wishing that if we're gonna have a boy, that our kid is gonna turn out to be a mama's boy.
Okay.
So she'd know how it feels to have like me as her kid. Cause I'd consider myself a mama's boy.
Oh, okay.
I got this bond with my mom.
Yeah.
Now I'm seeing it happen
And you're getting jealous?
a bit,
Yeah.
which is I'm happy for her, but still there's this jealousy and it's added pressure to her. So I don't know how I'm gonna feel
Yeah.
sometimes. At least
But you have more activities and stuff that you can do when he gets a little bit older, right? Which is gonna be a dad and son moment.
that's still to be known. But me, I'd say I'm in touch with my emotions, right?
Yeah.
I'd want him to be the same. But I don't know if he's gonna be running to me with stuff like that or his
Yeah.
mom. Because they've got this special bond already.
Oh.
Which is still about to be known.
Okay. Yeah, cause like I
Right.
think at his age, you see, he knows that there's a bond, but every babies, boy or girl, they
Yeah.
always have a bond with their mom.
With their mom, yes.
But once they hit like, especially toddler, that's when
Yeah.
they know if they're gonna be leaning towards their mom or their dad,
Yeah.
right?
She
So we don't know yet, and you never know. Maybe you're more emotional than your wife,
Oh, I know.
right? So
I
yeah,
know.
well, you don't have to
Yeah.
answer that.
But that's being us as individuals,
Yeah.
not as parents yet. So that's a
Oh,
whole
okay.
nother different thing, right? Who connects better emotionally? We don't know yet,
Yeah.
right? And what if me being like focused on his emotion, on my emotion, will turn him out to be a wuss? We don't know yet. So I was just telling my wife, I guess that's why they gave. You know how they say when a fuckboy gets a daughter, it's his punishment or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? You've heard of that
That's right.
notion before. I
Yeah,
was
those
just telling
playboys, right?
Yes, I was just telling my wife, we probably got a guy or we probably got a boy because it's my duty to put out one more um put another nice guy out in the world, I'd say. And it's her job to make him tough because
Mm,
he's gonna be a softie if he
yeah.
just follows after me.
Would you want him to grow up as the way you did?
No, that's why I didn't want a boy at first
Yeah.
because like everything I've learned, I learned by myself the hard way. I don't want him to go through that. Or if he's gonna go through that, if ever, if it's inevitable, right? I don't know if he will come to the same conclusions that I did. That's
Yeah.
what I'm worried about.
You're
But
not
then,
planning to talk to him about it or guide him a
course,
little bit,
of course, I am.
unless he's not gonna share it to you, right? You're not gonna force him to share
Yeah,
like what he's going through.
yeah. I think it's more about the kid knowing that you're involved and you're not there as a parent, that you're there to just listen. You're not
Yeah.
gonna step the line.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
You're not judging.
Yes. I had this moment with my mom before. Like, you know what happened, right? I told her, "Mom, I don't need any advice right now.
Yeah.
All I need is a
An
listening ear.
Listening ear. Yeah.
Because anything that you're gonna tell me, I've thought of already. I can't see anything that I haven't considered. So yeah, I just hope he. I'm not even saying I hope he comes to the same conclusions that I did. I hope he's gonna come into a conclusion that he can stand by. That's what I want for him.
Mm.
Right? Yep.
You'll be a good dad.
Hopefully. Depends.
will be.
Depends on how good is measured.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, no one can measure it, to be honest,
Right.
because everyone's gonna be judging you whatever you do,
Yeah.
anyways.
Like every time we go out, we're bringing him. Sometimes we're not gonna put him in a stroller. Sometimes we will. Sometimes we're not gonna put him in warm outerwear. We're just gonna
Yeah.
cover him in a blanket while on a carrier, because it's gonna be more of a hassle for him if we keep him on a jacket, if ever.
Yeah.
I feel like there's judging us already.
You know, I have this hypothetical question that me and my wife talked about the other day, but it can be very serious though. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It can be morbid.
Look at this
It can be-
tease. He goes again. 2x the tease.
Okay, so
Let's go.
this is,
Talk to me.
I don't know if your wife watched this already. It's
Yeah.
a Korean drama, Queen
What's
of
the title?
Tears.
She's
It's
watching
pretty
it
big
right
right now. It's
She's
pretty
watching
big.
it right now.
And then we started talking about I don't know if you know the story. Okay, so the plot, without
Yeah.
giving away too much of it, is there's this two couple. The girl, she's the daughter of a conglomerate, very
A
well
chaebol.
known, a chaebol, a very well known family.
Chebol or
Che-
Chebol?
Chaebol, right? Chaebol, chaebol.
No, but they pronounce it as Chebol.
Is it chaebol?
Yeah.
Okay, so
if you say Chebol, that's
Chebol?
so white.
that's this chaebol.
Maybe you should
Yeah.
explain what a chaebol is
Yeah.
as well to our
The
viewers
conglomerate,
here.
like came from a
A nepo baby.
a nepo baby, yeah. Came
Not
from
necessarily,
a
but
very
yeah.
rich conglomerate family
Yeah.
that owns, like here in Canada, like you know the Richardson family, like those
Yeah.
kind of families,
Yeah.
very, very rich, very well known, and she married this regular
Commoner.
country bumpkin.
Yeah.
That's actually on the countryside where they came from. They're well off,
Yeah. But
so they're not really sick. But compared to
small
this,
fish.
but
still
yeah,
small fish.
still small fish
Yeah.
compared to this chebol.
Yeah.
And then what happened is this heiress,
Mhm.
this girl. I think you'll get this in on episode 2. So I'm not gonna be giving away that much. So she found out that she only has 3 months to live,
Okay.
and the two of them, they were actually having a lot of problem with their marriage.
Okay.
So the guy was so close to divorcing her, and then on the day that she was planning to give the divorce paper, that's when the girl tells her about her illness.
Okay.
So that's the premise, all right?
Okay.
That's the plot.
Okay.
And-
So what was your-
Said the first
Yeah.
No,
So what's
this,
the hypothetical?
no,
then?
no. This is the whole plot.
Yeah.
This is not episode 1 and 2.
It passed.
Yeah, it passed,
It
right?
passed.
Because because
What
once
episode was it when she
Two.
said
Two.
the
Episode
3
two.
months to live thing?
episode 2.
Was it episode 2?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
It's like when I sit down with my wife, I started sitting down with her at episode 6, which is like last night.
See, that's why I want you on your headset so you don't feel comfy and then you don't go too far on the mic. That's why I want you on the headset.
So see, if I give
Yeah.
away more information, I'm gonna
Be
be
spoiling.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
spoiling to a lot of people. And right now, this is a very
It's
huge
still ongoing,
drama.
right?
Yeah, there's
I think there's only 12.
two
Two
more
more?
no 4 more episodes.
more, yeah.
So that's 2 weekends that we have to wait. Especially my wife, she's
Yeah.
dying to finish this because it's so good.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to follow the whole story. So we're gonna go to the hypothetical question, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. As a parent, you like a dad,
Yeah.
I know that one of our I'm not a dad yet, but I can imagine this already that one of my worst nightmare is to bury my own kid.
I think that's every parent's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what what's the worst what's the worst scenario? Having a kid that grew up and find out after a few years that
They're gonna die.
yeah that they're gonna die, they only have 3 months to live, or you're not gonna be having a kid, you just you're having this failed pregnancy like nonstop
On and on, again
on
and again.
like again and again. And so I don't know, like what's the like that's my question. What's the worst thing that you think?
I think it's worse having your kid pass away before you than
So a kid that's born
a kid that was born.
and grew
It's
up.
pretty much like ignorance is bliss.
Yeah,
You never know what you're missing.
true.
And even if you keep trying, you'll reach a point where you accept that this is not for me, this is not for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll get tired, or it's either you'll get tired of trying or you'll accept that it's not meant to be.
Mm.
So you get more of a closure or a finality with um not getting through with the pregnancy rather than the kid being born. Whichever's
yeah.
worse, whichever's happening, whichever worse between the two happening is, I cannot say.
It's
But,
hard,
like,
right?
for
It's a
me,
very hard.
Preferential,
Yeah.
I'd rather suffer through um
Like not having a kid.
not having a kid, cause at least you'd know that you'll have more closure that, oh, this is not for me.
Mm.
Cause if it gets born first, it's gonna give you the joy, and then it's gonna
then
get
all the
taken
sacri-
away
yeah.
from you. So
It's a
yep.
hard question, right?
Yep.
It sounds like there's no correct answer.
Well,
It's just like
with,
picking the lesser of two evils.
with hypotheticals, anyways,
Yeah.
there's no like right answer. Right answer for you.
Yeah.
But
Because sometimes when my wife asks me about that, like, huh,
yeah,
like like you said, ignorance is bliss. But
yeah,
isn't it nice to actually experience it a little bit? How it is to be a parent? Because not knowing that it's gonna happen anyways, but at least you get to experience. But yeah, I know the pain and suffering of that child that's gonna be dying. It will be the most hurtful thing that can happen to you. But you were able to experience the joy of being a parent instead of not being one. If that's your dream,
that's one
I
school
know.
of thought.
Like
yeah.
some people, they don't even like
Get to experience.
yeah
it.
get to experience, or they don't even entertain the thought of having a kid. That's why they don't care. But if
one
that's
school
your
of thought.
I remember this from you. Even my wife, like this left an impression to my wife when you
Yeah.
said that your dream is you only have one dream,
Yeah,
to have a family.
Yeah.
Right? And that left a big impression to my wife. Because not a lot of people knows that. Like not a lot of people have that dream. So yeah, but it's a tough question. I was contemplating if I'm gonna, but since we talked about
Cause you know what,
kids and everything,
I wouldn't like, as I was saying earlier, I wouldn't say which one's worse. It's like a disservice, or I think it would be offensive to both parties.
yeah,
So I wouldn't say which one. So I'm just gonna say
yeah,
whichever
whatever you
I'd
feel.
rather suffer through.
Yeah.
But think of it this way: say you're eating like, what dessert would you? Your most favorite dessert, top of your head,
Cookies and cream.
cookies and cream,
Yeah.
like anything, ice
Anything
cream or whatever.
If it's McFlurry or
So your wife
yeah,
gets a spoonful of cookies and cream, ice cream, puts it in your mouth.
okay,
You can feel the cold. like swirling in your mouth, and then pulls out the spoon. I feel like that's
Blue ball. Blue ball.
so. I'd rather not have that spoon
Yeah.
in my mouth and then just get pulled. Oh well, of course you don't know at
Yeah.
that point, right?
Especially if it's something, if it's let's say, I find, okay, maybe if it's a dessert that I haven't tried,
Yeah,
and then everyone, like 10 out of 10 people, will tell
Yeah.
me it's the best thing that you'll ever taste. So I don't have any idea how it's gonna taste, right?
mm-hmm.
But I want it in my mouth.
Okay.
I think that's a better way to put it in that context. Because like, if I know if it's my favorite dessert, I know how
Mhm.
it tasted already. But if it's like people are saying, like, for example, for everyone's gonna tell you that, oh, you need to have kids, it's the best thing, it's very fulfilling, right? But
Yeah.
I don't know how
if
it
it's
would
gonna be
feel
the same
like.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everyone's just saying it's gonna be a good thing.
Yeah.
Maybe 9 out of 10.
No,
but
but
yeah,
I mean,
it's the same. It's a good way to put it.
if you're in the mindset of having a kid, of course, you know what you want already.
Yeah.
So it's like you're gonna have the cookies and cream ice cream.
Mhm.
It's pretty much
It's
knowing
just
that.
you just don't know how
Yes.
it's gonna
I
be.
guess it's different if you're gonna have your kid out of your wife, and you know that his or her days are numbered,
Yeah.
than getting the rug pulled out beneath you all of a sudden. I guess that's a whole nother different discussion.
Okay, let's do a second scenario.
Okay.
Okay, you have, let's say you're 60 years old, and then
Mhm.
your kid is like 18 or 20 years old,
Yeah.
and then you got two scenario. One, you found out that your boy or girl, has 3 months to live, or scenario B, your kid just
in an accident.
in
or
an
whatever.
accident died. Like,
I'd-
what do you think is the worst feeling? Like, if you're ever gonna pick which scenario?
I'm not gonna say again. I'm not gonna say which one's worse.
Yeah.
I'd pick whatever I'd rather suffer through.
Yeah.
I'd rather suffer through knowing when my kid's gonna go, cause at least it gives me time to prepare. It's easier to swallow, relatively easier to swallow.
How about you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like you yeah, he stood up. It
To-
looks like he wants to say
Is this a
something.
stand-up discussion?
No, my legs just getting asleep.
It's dying. it
To X with
dead.
his thinking hat on right
Are
now.
we expecting some little OCPs running soon?
No, I'm just
No,
talking.
not
like
yet.
made in Hawaii.
No, because it's the honeymoon. Is it in your plans soon or not? Not really yet.
Having a kid.
Yeah. Is it in the books right now or is it in the back burner?
We've been
Yeah.
having like, weird baby fever lately. So,
Mhm.
but right now we're in that phase. Like if it happens, it happens.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
You're not
You're not
explicitly doing it, but
Like,
if it happens,
Yeah. So
You're ready.
you're not avoiding it, but you're not leading towards it.
like right now, if it happens, it happens. But we're not in that mode where. Oh,
Yeah, you're not-
I want a baby now.
You're not steering to the skid,
Yeah.
but you're not avoiding it.
Yeah. Cause mainly because I think in my in the group of people that I know, or actually even just in my circle, like I've
That-
seen.
That stage of the life.
No, I've met a few people where they're having troubles
Well, troubles.
with
Oh, like having a kid.
with
like having,
with
yeah,
getting
with-
pregnant
okay.
and stuff.
Yeah. It's that stage of
Yeah.
life.
It's that
It
it's
gets
that,
harder.
it's that one thing. So like when me and my wife have a conversation about it, we always go like, let's just enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
It puts less pressure than like if you go on the most like, okay, by 32 I want a baby, right?
It's harder. It's a different discussion for them too.
And
They have a window.
especially like on our end, like we don't know how it feels, right? And as
Nobody
opposed
But
to,
you
knows
guys do
how
have
it
a lot
feels.
of friends that have kids already.
yeah, we
Right?
have we
you,
have,
yeah, your wife
But
and
those-
your friends.
but those group of friends are like they they had kids at a younger
Mm,
when at a younger
Accidental
age.
pregnancies.
Maybe not. Hard to say, right?
Yeah.
I hate it when
And I
they
don't
call
even
it
know if it's like
accidental pregnancies. That's one term I hate. You put it in. What else did you expect?
It happens, man.
But still, if you didn't want it to happen, abstain.
That's why I call them happy accidents.
Well, we got technologies now, like we got
Still,
the pills, you got Plan B, you get all this.
Like that's why lately, after my bucket hat, I'm wearing
Yeah.
my accountant hat.
you're checking if it's like financially feasible for you guys right now.
Not
Is
even
that what you mean?
that, because well, one, we just came back from vacation, right?
Yeah.
So we spend it a little bit more.
Yeah, say goodbye to
Uh,
that.
Yeah.
To
Yeah, if you have a kid,
If you
right?
have a kid,
to
say
X
goodbye
knows
to
as well that we're kind of like having a sort of a new big expense soon,
Mm-hmm.
because we're shopping for a new car,
Mm-hmm.
and that car correlates to that
like
thing,
you're making
we're
it family ready.
because you were future proofing.
Yes. Yep.
We're future proofing for that. So
You're gonna get a 5-seater SUV, like spacious on the trunk, and then
A
life
cargo
gives,
van.
and then life
those
cargo-
hotter
No, they're gonna give them like
passenger vans.
spacious. They're gonna end up using like a 5-seater SUV, spacious on the inside,
Yeah.
right? Enough space in the trunk. Then life's gonna give them quadruplets.
I actually felt really good when I wore my
Yeah.
accountant hat, because especially because I just did my wedding last year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Went on a
expensive
we
year.
went on a honeymoon, um, and then we had another trip lately.
Yeah.
And when I did my budgeting, I saw that, I've actually finished. I paid off all my expenses.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, I did all of this, and the reason why I'm so proud as well is like, I I told my wife, don't worry about our Hawaii trip, because
Whoa!
the
Big
pocket
guy
money
right
we'll be
here.
spending, I'll be paying for that.
Whoa!
So when I computed all the expenses we did when we were down there in my credit card, and it's still like my bank is still fine. I was like, it's like props to us, I guess.
Whoa! Props to you
Good job. Good job,
and
brother.
to your wife, but mostly you.
But mainly, I did have this weird.
No,
moment.
okay. So I'll take care of the Hawaii trip. You take care of the new vehicle, which is the more ticketed item.
They call it compartmentalization.
What?
Compartmentalization. Not really. I'm just throwing shit. See what
Yeah.
sticks on the wall.
And then I wore my started wearing my husband
bummed.
hat, hubby hat.
Hey, how's that going for you?
It's not too bad.
Because it's not even a year yet, right?
It's been fun. Like
Whoa! Past tense already.
it's been fun, or it's
No,
still
that's
fun.
present tense. It's been
Isn't it
fun.
still present.
B.
Oh yeah, Bin. Oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
It's been fun.
It's fun.
Or it's still fun. It's
Okay.
fun.
It's
I
still.
still
Had
haven't
to call him out though before he
Yeah.
realized.
Do you
Come
want
on
us
now.
to erase that that
Oh,
word?
it's okay.
Come on now.
Well, actually, here's my question.
Come on now.
to you
Talk to
guys.
us.
Or to Mondi here.
Yeah.
Actually, have you been neglecting your husband hat ever since you wore your dad?
It's a
hat?
balance. It's a hard balance. You have to balance it. I feel guilty every time I step out of the room to edit. Cause that's the time that's gonna be me and my wife again
Yeah.
when kiddos asleep. But
And then you have your content creator. Hat.
You have your creative hat. That's one hat I
Yeah.
haven't worn for a long while.
But if I wear the husband hat and then I keep on editing, I'm gonna wear out. In a way, I'm gonna be taking off the dad hat, the husband and dad hat again, because it's gonna affect my day job. And if I mess up my day job, it's gonna come after my ability to provide, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully it gets to the point where this will be the day job, right?
Yeah.
You got like hats that aren't really hats, like these roles that kind of coincide negatively with each other. Like say you keep doing this role and then it's
Yeah.
gonna mess up. It's pulling you away from
The
another.
other role.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause especially if you have so much hats that you need to wear, right?
Yeah.
And we only have
One
like
head.
sometimes like
We
it's
only have one
yeah, we all
head.
have one head.
What
That's why
what hat you hate wearing the most?
It's like a hat you don't wanna wear,
um
but you have to wear it. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I don't know if it's related, but we're talking about headwear
like maybe if I'm not gonna say I hate,
or
yeah,
least
I'm not even
the
the
least
least.
one.
Yeah, maybe that's a better word. The
Because if
least
you
hat.
hate it, you'll just discard it,
Yeah,
right?
the least hat that I prefer not to wear is maybe my professional hat, like our work hat,
Yeah.
our boss hat, right? Because that way, if I don't, because I wanna focus on other stuff too. I wanna focus on serving my wife, my family, right? But sometimes like the being the boss hat, it just takes a lot of our time.
Yeah.
And then especially if we both wear the boss hat, that there's a conflict. There's a because there's supposed to be only one boss,
And you know who it
and you know
is.
who it is. So it's really tough because it's not like we have different business,
Yeah.
which we have like different businesses, but
Yeah.
it's all joined into one.
Yeah.
And then it sucks sometimes that I'm wearing the husband hat at that time and my wife is wearing the boss hat. So that's when our thoughts clash
Yeah.
and that's when argument happens, right? Or sometimes when I'm wearing the boss hat and she's wearing her wife hat, 'cause sometimes I want to work but she doesn't want to work,
Yep.
right? Sometimes you want to work at the same time,
Yeah.
which is good. So not all the
Keyword.
time,
Keyword. Sometimes.
sometimes. So yeah, like if because we're a very unconventional couple, I think, that we
Yeah.
have a 9 to 5 job.
Yeah.
Like but we're lucky because we have other stuff figured out. But when it
Yeah.
comes to like our relationship, sometimes as a husband and wife, like sometimes we don't have time to be wearing that hat
Yeah.
because we're so busy doing other stuff.
You being business partners blurs out your like romantic relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you said, that hat is so heavy that it feels like it's a crown because we have so many people that's relying on us. We can't just stop working because there's other people that's working for us, right? So
Yeah.
we need to keep on hustling and get them paid. So
You'll see an episode where 2X is like this.
so heavy.
Because the hat's too heavy.
No, but the beauty there is too is I can pass that hat to my wife.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we've been doing. We're just passing around the hat. Maybe there's only one hat. Maybe there's only one business hat and we're sharing that hat.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure she's wearing the heavier part of that hat.
That hat has
Yeah.
frills, has flowers, and then you're just borrowing it sometimes.
Yeah.
But I have a question to the both of you actually.
Yeah.
How do you like in terms of spending? How do you guys budget things around? The reason why I brought that up is like I feel bad when I put in logic to when my wife sees something that she wants to buy.
Let's see you trap yourself.
Yeah.
Because
Say it.
what happens is like it, she'll see something that it's not because it's not in the budget, but she'll point out something she likes.
Let's see you roll out the
And she
red carpet
asks me,
towards out the door.
Like can she get it or not? And I tell her, well, do you really need it? And then I tell her like a bunch of things, and
You hear
it
that?
always ends up Like, why are you asking me?
I think that's your
right
favorite
now
shirt
when
going
you
in the
like
bag.
when you want to buy it or not. Just get it if you want it.
Do you
But
really
that's why I tell
She's
her.
wanna
asking.
go
She's
there?
asking for affirmation. She's not ask.
Validation.
Yeah, she's asking for validation.
She's not asking for logic.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? That's why I don't like that as well. Like that's why I don't like wearing my accounting hat when it comes to like the scenarios like those.
That's when you have to wear your husband wife. No, no, sorry.
The
Your hat, your husband hat.
husband wife.
That's when you have to wear your husband hat. Because
But
that's
then-
when two conflicts arise. If you wear your accounting hat and your husband hat at the same time, I don't think there's any logical hat in a relationship. It's gonna be
Buddy.
hard. I
Buddy,
think
you're
it's gonna be hard.
married.
No, like that's why I've shared it out because
Throw
I'm-
that hat away.
Yeah.
like that's the thing, right? I'm only in my first year of marriage, so
Yes.
when we would have like those scenarios, right? And I would wear the logical hat because I would have to problem solve or something.
Buddy,
Which
throw that hat
sometimes
away.
they don't want.
Yeah.
That's
They
the
don't-
thing, right? And
Our wives
buddy.
don't want problem solvers.
and,
Throw that hat away.
and I think that's I don't know how who I learned it from our family or whatever. And that's one thing that not my wife hates
because
but
you've been like raised to do the right thing, but the right thing most of the time when you're in a relationship, the right thing is sometimes illogical. So,
so that's one thing that that's a hat that I'm trying to throw away nowadays.
Anyways, anything that caught your eye during this past week? Anything you feel mildly interesting to talk about? Anything you'd want to share with me?
Oh, I saw this clip from
Yeah.
Andrew Schultz. He's talking about how the Japanese perfected pizza.
Was this a stand-up
No,
show or-
I
yeah.
think this is probably
the
the
podcast?
the
in
flagrant?
podcast, yeah.
yeah, I think this is he's saying how good the pizza is,
Yes.
and he's saying how the Japanese have perfected all their own stuff that they're going to other culture to perfect.
And it's pretty big for him coming from a New Yorker
Yeah.
to say that.
That's right. He's a New Yorker. And then there's this other guy that can't believe it. How about you? Anything that caught your eye?
You know that clip that I sent you for UFC
Yeah.
300? Max Holloway and Justin Gaethje.
I know that like from the clip, like it's
Yes.
this only
So what
like
did you
1
get
second.
from the clip? What did you get from the clip?
Like if he just played it safe, like I don't know who's who.
Yeah.
If that guy that got knocked out played it safe, it would have been a decision because that's the 5th round already,
yes,
right?
5th round.
But he got knocked out. I don't know
Okay.
why. Like he was so aggressive.
And it
too.
was a last second knockout, right?
yeah,
Which
Was
makes it,
was it literally a second?
yes,
just a second. Yeah,
a second left. So that by itself, that moment was legendary already, right?
yeah.
Because it was UFC 300. It was
That's right.
a milestone pay-per-view.
And that's a
of,
title fight too, because it went
No.
up to
So,
5th round.
Here's the thing. UFC 300, there was kind of a shortage of superstars
Yeah,
in the card, but I feel like every card where it's stacked with superstars, it kind of falls short. This one was a milestone card, 300. Not a lot of star power, but delivered entertainment-wise.
okay.
That match, the one where Max Holloway knocked out Justin Gaethje last second, they were fighting for a gimmick belt. That was the BMF belt, the baddest motherfucker
Oh.
belt. That was the title.
Yeah,
Remember where The Rock presented it to Jorge Masvidal versus
The Rock.
Nate Diaz. Yeah. It was him who presented it. Anyways, I forgot how it got to, because they were fighting at welterweight. That was 170.
Yeah.
But then the belt moved to 155. So it was I think Justin Gaethje won it from Dustin Poirier. They had a BMF match or BMF title match or whatever. He won it. So he's like the
So he
holder
got
of
the
the
belt.
belt.
Is there a real belt?
Yes, there is a real belt,
Okay.
but there's no division for it.
Yeah.
It's just a
Yeah,
gimmick.
it's
belt.
like a gimmick belt, made up.
And it was
It's like a bragging rights belt.
Yes. It's for scrappers.
Yeah.
Whoever scraps, that's who gets it. Whoever's like the old school UFC warrior kinda where it's just let him bang in the middle of the cage. That was the match. Max Holloway, a natural. He doesn't really fight at 155.
Is he lighter?
145. I think
Okay.
that's where he got most of his success.
So he
Moved
raised,
up.
He moved up.
Moved up. He was leading the scorecards all 5 rounds. He's gonna win regardless.
Yeah.
And then you see him gesture towards the end, like 10 seconds. Let's duke it out in the middle of the cage.
Oh, did he make
That's
that
what
gest-
happened.
Oh, I didn't notice it. I
Yes.
didn't notice
So
that
he was pointing
gesture.
down the middle of the
Yeah.
cage. Let's duke it out.
So it's like he taunted
Yes.
the other guy.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
It's not really a taunt to like disrespect. It's more of a okay, let's go.
Okay. Yeah, all out. Let's
Because
go
he's
all
always
out.
like that.
Yeah.
And then he knocked him out. What's more BMF than that? So
So
that's
he's
why
winning regardless.
He's gonna win regardless. He was up in the scorecards.
So he made it better because he knocked out the guy.
Yes, and he could have went through the fight without having to do that,
Yeah.
and he still did, and that's why he's the BMF.
Like which is a more beautiful way to
Yes.
win.
Was that,
That-
the main event card for
No.
300? No.
No, no,
It probably
because it
stole the
wasn't a title
spotlight.
fight. It just stole the show,
Yeah.
and
Probably.
the clip by itself, legendary already, but put in the context, just makes it one of the
Epic.
most epic moments in MMA history. Have you seen his clip before where he was dodging? It was during the pandemic fights.
You know what? It's been a while since I followed. I think the last time I watched UFC was like besides watching clips, like short
Yes.
clips. I think it was in 2018, 19.
Because this
Long
this
time
clip of his went really viral.
Like Holloway guy.
Yeah. Because he was talking shit about that match. He set the record for most significant strikes landed.
Okay.
Like he was in his A game or triple A game even. And then during those fights where it was during the pandemic, there was no crowd.
Yeah.
So he can hear the commentators. They can hear the corners, the coaches. And then he was hitting, and then the commentator pretty much said record number of significant strikes landed for Max Holloway at this fight. He was saying that.
Yeah.
And then he heard that. He said, I'm the best boxer in the UFC. He said that. And then guy proceeded to punch him while talking to the commentator. He dodged without
Oh.
looking. And then hit a jab without looking too. So,
Oh.
yes. I thought you probably saw that clip because it
Yeah, I'll look for it.
went pretty viral.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know, for some reason, like I told past episodes that I don't find the beauty in UFC anymore. Like it doesn't pique my interest anymore.
Yeah.
Even boxing, I don't know.
Boxing never for me.
Me,
With UFC at least.
I love UFC before. I always go to like pubs, like
To
when
watch
there's
it.
like like those big the UFC events.
Yeah,
You're like past that phase now.
probably.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't, because there's just so many, and it feels like there's no end. No, because there's gonna be new fighters. There's always gonna be something happening.
Well.
Sometimes it gets, I don't want to say boring, but it just, I want endings. Like once all my favorite fighters are gone, Anderson Silva, GSP's gone, I stop.
Because there's evolutions to it.
Yeah.
Like there's waves, next waves. Like those when you were still watching, it was the wave of high skill level guys in one discipline, and then multidiscipline guys, and then just waves. So
Yeah. Just like WWE, I can't. It's like I'm in denial that I can't accept these new wrestlers. I'm still
Mm,
stuck in the past, like the Attitude Era. I'm still
yeah.
stuck in that.
It's like hard to watch nowadays
Yeah.
because it's like people you don't know
You're gonna
what's the
invest time for it.
storyline.
You're gonna invest time
It
for
feels
it.
like you
And
missed out already, and it's hard to catch up
yes,
again.
some people feel that. Especially now where you have a lot of stuff
To juggle around,
to invest
like
in.
we have so many hats to wear that.
Not just that. Like that too, of
Yeah.
course, but there might be some other shows that you'd feel like it's more worth investing time in.
that you
than
learn something,
this.
right?
Learn something and entertain you,
Or maybe,
whatever it is.
yeah, or maybe because I don't have anyone to talk to. If I like anything's related to WWE, I don't have anyone to chat
Do you
about it
think
before.
I have anybody to talk to
With
about
UFC?
wrestling, about UFC.
Well, I don't know.
I for
If
that
there's-
I go on Reddit.
yeah.
Yep.
For example, that's why I follow hockey sometimes
Yeah.
because I know if I don't watch this is gonna be the talk tomorrow, right? So I need to watch this game, so that I'll be in that conversation.
FOMO. Because for that I go for Reddit for it. You think I can talk to my wife about wrestling?
Well, your coworkers, right?
Nope.
Or your friends, or
Nope. Nobody. I go for Reddit
Yeah.
about that one.
Because yeah, like what we were talking about earlier, we have
Yeah.
so many hats that we have to wear,
Yes.
and we can relate it like whatever we're consuming. We can relate that to our work hat. We can relate it to our husband or our wives.
Okay. I was thinking of did remember when I told you that we can close out the show with a hypothetical question?
Yeah,
I didn't think of it. Did you think of any? Probably next week.
yeah.
If
Next
you didn't,
week.
next week.
Well,
yeah.
I had a hypothetical question
Not
earlier.
that. That was pretty deep.
Yeah.
This one we need
Because
to be
it
pretty
related
fun.
to the like
Yeah. This one shouldn't be related. Just fun.
just
Yeah.
just random shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just need it to be fun. Because we got too deep. Again, yeah. We got too deep. I thought it was gonna be
A fun,
back to
a
light
lighthearted.
fun
like
again.
now that
once
OCT's back.
Straight from Oahu. Did you go to Oahu?
That's the island. That's
it
the whole
was
island.
Oahu.
That's where you went, right?
Yeah.
So,
Honolulu is the city in Oahu.
anyways, that's what I remembered he went to. And then I was correct with what I remembered. Yeah, so felt like it's gonna be chill.
A chill,
Yeah.
lighthearted episode. I think it's still light.
Relatively light,
Yeah.
but
We'll
Yeah.
see once we listen to it.
I think he missed the last episode where we're talking about self snitching,
Yeah.
and then he just snitched on himself.
Again.
It all comes around, It's a full circle sometimes. I'm
Some-
looking at hypothetical questions right now.
You saw that clip I sent
Which one?
where they were doing this podcast, and then the guy was offering the choices for the hypothetical question, and then the
Suck
guy
his dick!
suck his dick. I suck his dick without
Oh,
hearing
no,
the-
Yeah, without
I think
even-
I missed that one.
Damn!
They all got excited.
He went
Even
through,
there's no question.
he went through 3 phases of damn. The guy asking.
Well,
the
this is a
question.
light-hearted question. If
Okay.
you want me to ask you guys a hypothetical question.
Okay.
What
Let's
would
use
you,
it to close the show.
Yeah.
What would you eat if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life?
Oh. Does it need to be specific, or does it need? Oh, not. Do you want us to be specific, or
Yeah, be
Like
specific.
one dish.
like one dish,
Food,
One food.
one food?
or if you want, like, if you want to be broad, like beef. But
that's
if-
easy.
No, that's
though.
easy.
Yeah, but if
It
you
has to
want,
be a dish.
but if you
Dish,
have to be
yeah.
like, but yeah, be
Let's make
specific,
it simple.
I
Let's
guess,
make
yeah.
it simple. A dish.
A dish.
Okay, a
Just
dish.
one.
Just one dish.
One dish that you'd be willing to eat for the rest of your life.
Can we have rice on the side with that?
Well, I guess if it's a dish, right?
Maybe. Okay.
Okay, you want to go first?
If I'm gonna make it a short life, I'm
Or
gonna
long
go-
life?
No. Listen. I'm gonna go instant noodles, gin ramen with cheese
Okay.
every time. I'm gonna enjoy it every time, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna die quick. Rest of my life, right?
Well, that's gonna be that's gonna give you a slow end, a slow and painful ending.
Is it?
It's gonna give you cancer. There's gonna be a lot of disease that you're gonna have. It's not
Is
like
it gonna give me cancer before? Okay, what if I don't get treated?
okay. It's still gonna be painful though.
But then it won't get me to the point that I'm sick of the food.
Okay.
Don't
l-
worry about
let's
my
just-
well-being.
Yeah. Let's just.
Don't worry about my well-being. I wasn't.
Okay.
Of course, if I was worried about my well-being, I'm not
You're
gonna
not gonna
answer the
pick that?
hypothetical question.
But isn't that gonna make? I don't know, cause there's some days that I don't like very strong flavored food.
That's why I put
Right?
cheese on it.
Okay. But you'll always have cheese on it
Yeah.
because that's what you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it creamy.
All right. So that's your answer. Okay.
Yeah.
Me, if I have to pick, I would say I wanna have pancit.
What pancit? Bihon,
Oh.
sotanghon,
There's
Mickey,
just the
canton, instant,
canton maybe but not instant.
the thicker
pancit
noodles.
canton.
The thicker noodles.
The thicker noodle. Ah no, the thin noodles. Is that canton?
No.
The
That's-
regular pancit. Let's not make it
They're all
complicated.
regular.
the one that they serve in the party with
Bihon.
vegetables. Is that
Bihon.
bihon?
Is it
The-
bihon?
Maybe
Yeah.
bihon.
Thinner ones?
Glass noodles.
Oh, you know what? Let's just do bihon. Yeah, let's do bihon.
Okay.
Because that way it's not the taste, it's not too strong. I find it
Mm.
mild. And there's
Okay.
vegetables too.
Okay.
So if I feel like there's some days I don't want to eat the noodles, I'll just pick on the vegetables and I'll just have it that way. I think I think it's a food that I'm not gonna get sick of.
I think that's called cheating when you just eat the vegetables. Out of the pancit.
So it's like I have two
yeah, you
dish in
ate
one.
Yeah. That's cheating, right?
I don't think so.
Because you're eating the vegetables, not the pancit. The vegetables
Well,
aren't the dish.
You know, the first thing that came to my mind when he asked
Yeah.
that question is sushi.
sushi.
Because there's so
Sushi?
many kinds of
That's-
sushi.
Ah,
But the thing is-
yeah.
But I think that's cheating because
Could be, yeah.
there's a lot of flavor. There's a lot of fish. There's a
Different,
lot of ways to make a sushi. So
yes.
that's
I guess
cheating.
it is cheating if he's just picking out the vegetables, right?
Right, yeah. You
But yeah,
change
that's the first
dish.
thing that came to my mind. Sushi.
That's not pancit anymore if you eat the vegetables. That's stir-fried veggies already.
Yeah. Yeah, but if I go with, and I thought of too, if I go with
Yeah.
sushi, like what if you guys tell me only one sushi? I don't want to
Yeah.
eat like California sushi
Yeah.
forever. I don't want to eat like Bakudan. I don't want
What's
to eat
bakudan? I
it's
forgot.
the one with salmon.
Okay.
It's
okay.
with avocado, salmon and avocado,
Okay.
or tuna. It can be tuna or salmon. But if I can have one kind of food and just change up the flavor, I'll stick with sushi,
Sushi. That's a good choice.
right?
I
But
thought-
but it's cheating, I think.
yeah.
Excuse me.
Sushi.
How about
with
you?
Raw tilapia that I
Roti-
can let go.
Well, because I keep watching, I end up keep watching that short for for Edmund, where
What is?
he doesn't like egg rolls, lumpia.
Oh
Oh, okay.
no!
And it keeps
I don't like
replaying
it.
on my phone.
I don't like it that much.
Yeah, you don't like it that,
That
much.
much.
Take my Filipino
Yes.
card. Guys,
That
you should watch
much.
all our shorts.
It's not that I
Anyways,
hate it.
I realized I really like egg rolls because I was looking for egg rolls in his party. I was looking up for
Yeah.
egg rolls.
There's none, hey.
There's none.
I was
none.
looking for egg rolls.
No, we
in-
have, but I forgot to bring it. But we still have to fry it. If you want, I can give you some. You can
Oh, no, it's
you can
okay.
cook it at home.
So there's none.
So there's and I was
In the
looking
party.
for,
No, I'm serious. There's I can give you one Ziploc later. Yeah, remind me later. Just cook it later.
And we had our cousin's party the day before, and there was no egg rolls in.
There's
the
no egg rolls
restaurant
too. Yeah.
I was like, and then and then I realized with this question, you know what? I really like egg rolls because I've eaten egg rolls by itself a lot.
Yeah.
Never complained about it.
Perfect.
Yeah. Now you're gonna
So-
get some when you go home.
No. The two of us can just have our food together. Pancit and egg roll. Perfect combination.
And then there's this.
I wish
instant
there's
noodle
pandesal.
guy.
It's cheating.
Pandesal and then put
They have to be
like
specific.
us
on what
Filipinos
kind of
we're
egg
so
roll.
like we love carbs and carbs, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother used to do spaghetti and rice.
See?
Yeah.
Like me, pancet and pandesal.
Yes. Carbs
Okay, is
on
there any
carbs.
more? Or
No,
that's it?
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Another episode,
Yes. Another week.
another week.
We're 9 days removed from 2X turning 35.
Still there's still gonna be more birthdays to come.
Yes. All the folks who celebrated their birthdays in April, there's a lot of you guys. So happy birthday to all of you. And again, most especially to my boy right here.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
The best present that you can give us is like, follow, subscribe, or just watch us. Just
Watch us.
or just message me happy birthday and keep
And
up the good
subscribe.
work and
And
subscribe.
You should hold up your hand so we can put the subscribe button on there. Up your head.
Golly.
Additional work for him.
Golly.
Just giving you
God.
more.
Like, hey,
Ali.
I want the subscribe wrapped in the gift, and then I want an image of the gift
Golly.
opening up, and then the box, and then the subscribe word's gonna be coming out.
Golly. I'm gonna make you hold the dick. That's way easier. Golly. All right. Again, you got OCP. A big mahalo to OCP who just got done with this honeymoon.
I'm doing his what do you call this again? I'm doing this
hang loose.
hang loose.
Yeah.
Is it hang loose? Hang
I think
tight?
that's
Hang loose.
also aloha for them. I keep using
Yeah.
that sign.
Hang
down
loose
there.
sounds so gay. I'd rather keep it tight than hang loose.
You got me 2X.
And you got Edmund here, and this
This
is
the Twice the D podcast.
Thank you for
I thought you were gonna say twice the hats.
What's that?
twice the hats.